You are not transformed by the renewing of your lease or by the renewing of your marital vows. You are transformed by the renewing of your mind. Need you to hear me. A renewed mind reimagines. A renewed mind rethinks and adopts revolutionary ideas. I want to talk about transformed thinking. How to break the invisible barriers and the mental glass ceilings in your life. Oh, I'm mic'd up. Join me and let's mix it up. What's going on, family? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope you are doing well. What's good, good people? I hope you're having a great day in a great way. Please hit the thumbs up button on this video. Come on, family. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. While you're doing that, you might as well hit the subscribe button as well. We're going to have a courageous conversation of illumination. Drop some light bulb emojis in the chat. Let's turn it all the way up. Come on, bigger, better, brighter. Let's do that. Let's make it pop in here. Let's stay lit. We too lit to quit. Why is that? Because we are the light of the world. Let's jump on into it, family. We're talking about transformed thinking. How to break mental glass ceilings. On this channel for change. This channel that breaks chains. This channel that creates change. Many of us, we are dealing with invisible mental barriers. Invisible mental barriers that can be categorized as emotional snipers, limited beliefs, imposter syndrome. All of the idiosyncratic aspects as to how we go through life limping rather than leaping. We go through life limping because here's the thing. It says sticks and stones will break your bones, but words will never hurt. But that's a lie. That's a lie. Not only do words hurt, but here's what happens. Because we have been hurt, now we hurt ourselves. We move into a place of self-sabotage. We continue to keep playing and replaying the negative narratives and the word curses that people have expressed over our lives. And so now what happens is it diminishes our trust. We have a skeptical eye of everybody. We suspicious of folks. And here's the thing. If you're suspicious of them, why wouldn't you expect them to be suspicious of you? If you're gonna build a Berlin Wall, why wouldn't you expect them to? Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Y'all don't remember that. I'm a history buff. We have built all of these walls in our minds. We have, in many cases, developed all of these mental barriers, and these glass ceilings have impeded the process of our imagination. Come on, family. Type imagine. Type imagine. I got to increase my imagination. I have to expand the elasticity of my imagination. I got to rethink. I got to think more. I got to think before. I got to think bigger. I have to break the invisible barriers. I got to trust God when I can't trace him. Because of all the things that have become invisible barriers and built all these mental glass ceilings we don't trust. Speaking of mental glass ceilings, it was the great Harlem Renaissance writer by the name of Langston Hughes who said, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. What do you do when it feels as if you're walking on the shard glasses of life? Much less you're dealing with the shard glasses that continue to prick, probe, press your mindset. Things that are cutting you, but not consoling you. And as a result, our trust is limited and mitigated. I was listening to an interview from the late great rapper DMX. And DMX said this. He said, you know, a lot of people say they don't trust anymore. But that's just too much energy to say, oh, I don't trust this person. I don't trust that person. It's too much negative energy. DMX goes on to say, you need to trust everyone. I beg your pardon? Yeah, that's what DMX said. DMX said, listen, you need to trust everybody. Interviewer who was interviewing him was mystified. The interviewer was absolutely confused, befuddled, flabbergasted. How could you say you trust everybody? Number one, if you don't know everybody. Secondly, if people are not trustworthy. And so DMX began to break it down. I don't know if he was growling about it. I don't think it was, you know how DMX is, right? He began to break it down. He said, I think of it this way. If you were camping in the woods and saw a bear in the woods, trust that the bear will likely come after you. If you see a lion, you're going to trust that lion, that if you get too close to it, that lion's going to destroy you. That lion's going to eat you. That lion is going to kill you. The lion ain't lying. And so here's the thing. When a person shows you who they are, trust them. Come on, family. Drop 100, 100, 100, 100. Drop 100 in the chat. HTA Hard Truth Alert. HTC Hard Truth Conversation. Very enlightening how DMX put a spin on that word trust. And a lot of us don't even trust the process that God brings us through because we are so in our mindsets and we're so in our thoughts. When a person shows you who they are, trust them. Trust everybody. Is what DMX is saying. Folks are flying off a handle because a situation happened. Trust that's who they are. Woo! Folks speaking to you in tongues and trying to cuss you out in English. Trust that's who they are. The English version I'm talking about, the cussing version. We are so in our mindsets. We are so enwrapped in our thoughts that we have been pre-programmed by a particular culture. And what we must do, we must think antithetical to the counterculture programming. That's what we must do. We've been so programmed. We've been so inundated. We have been taught what to think rather than how to think. And that's why transformed thinking is so powerful. Somebody, come on, family, type transformed thinking. Because here it is. Let me make it real clear up in here. It's okay to trust. Come on, family, type it's okay. Family, type it's okay. All right. It's okay. And it's really okay for me to give a shout out to all these members who are in the chat right now. All these colorful comments that we're seeing right here. And the badges are very, very colorful simply because we have so many amazing members who have purchased badges. I would that you would go ahead and get one. Go ahead, get one right now. It's very, very simple. All you have to do is just tap the join button. We're having a courageous conversation. This type of courageous conversation of illumination, this type of courageous conversation that changes your situation, this type of courageous conversation of revelation is a reason why you should go ahead and get a badge right now. Tap the join button. There are 3 tiers. Cheers for the 3 tiers. You got VIP. You're a very important person with a very important purpose. We got royalty, king, queen. Your royalty demands loyalty. And then we also have OQP, only quality people. Why, you up with OQP? Yeah, you know me. Come on, get up with us. And you say, well, what else do I get? I'm so glad you asked. Membership has its privileges. You get access to a lot of behind the scenes footage, exclusive content, Connor's Corner content. A lot of coaching, a lot of empowering that goes on right there. You want to get your hands on it. Go right now. Tap the join button. And you will get all the access. Family, hit the thumbs up button on this live. Come on. Hit the thumbs up button. We're having a super conversation. Drop a super chat. Drop a super sticker. Yeah, we are. Your support helps to improve the show. Thank you so much. That's for sure. It's okay to trust. It really is. What do I mean by that? Trust their attitude. Trust their gaslighting. Trust their narcissistic, idiosyncratic behavior. Trust their disrespect. I didn't say deal with it. I said trust it. Trust it. Just don't deal with it. Trust it. Just love them from a distance. Why? Because you got to continue to pursue your purpose with persistence. Trust who they are. Why? Because when people show you who they are, believe them the first time is what the late great Maya Angelou conveyed. When people show you who they are, trust the fact that this is who they are. Some of you are dealing with mental and emotional. Yes, I've talked about snipers, but here it is. We're also dealing with mental and emotional squatters. Do you hear what I'm saying? Dealing with mental and emotional squatters. These types of individuals who are mental emotional squatters have taken up residence in your mind, hear me, without your permission. Folks just living in your mind. Thoughts of negativity just living in your mind. mental and emotional squatters. You've allowed certain people, you've allowed certain negative things that you have pondered on to take up residence in your mind. And here's what I love about scripture. Here's what I love about it. It says casting down imaginations. I got to get my imagination together. I got to get the thoughts that I think together. I have to transform my thinking. I got to cast down imaginations. What does casting down imaginations mean? It means to throw down with force. It means to eradicate. It means to eject. It means you have to have forceful, demonstrative thinking. It means I have to focus on my focus. It means I need to move from distorted thinking to disruptive thinking. Come on, family, type disruptive thinking. Type disruptive thinking. I got to get rid of the stinking thinking that keeps me soaking and sinking. And here's what I have to do. I have to adapt and I have to adopt disruptive thinking. Breaking news. Let me disrupt it right here. I just want to interrupt this regularly scheduled program to bring you this important announcement. I want you to stick and stay. More is on the way. Breakthroughs are on the other side of this break. I guarantee you, after these messages, family, I will be right back. You know, I realize the only thing constant is change. And family, these are definitely changing times. Politically, socially, mentally, spiritually, and definitely financially. I understand the financial burden that many people are facing. I feel you, and for the first time ever, what I'm doing is I'm offering to match the cost of your investment into our Eagles community for an exclusive monthly subscription rate of only $24.99, reduced from the original price of $55. Now hear me, family. For the value that you receive, isn't this amazing? I know it is. Because this rate is for all new members. I need you to hear me. It's for all new members, and it also includes our current members as well. Family, I need you to hear me. Our Eagles community is on a mandate and a mission. There is a grace for growth on our community. Even if you are a former member and you desire to rejoin us, we want to welcome you in. I want to reconnect with you as we desire to hit the goal of 30 members. Yeah, we desire to hit our goal of 30 new members. And here's what you can do. You can either invest monthly, you can invest for 6 months, or with an annual plan, depending on which level best fits you. Like I said, I'm looking for 30 new members who will partner with me at the monthly subscription rate of $24.99. Now, I'm telling you, let it be known. Let me make it known on the microphone. I'm telling you right now, when I hit the goal of 30 members, the price will increase. It'll increase to $29.99. Yesterday's price will not be that time's price. I'm increasing the rate from $24.99 to $29.99. And anyone who registers after the goal has reached will only be able to register at the rate of $29.99. Family, I want you to make the decision right now to invest in yourself at this exclusive rate, because the price will increase. I want to coach you. Let me say that again. Let me say it twice because it's also nice. I want to coach you. I want to empower you. I want to mentor you to discover your purpose, to develop your gifts. And then I ultimately want to deploy you into your greatness. Listen, I don't want to exclude you. I want to include you. Why? Because we are better together. So go ahead, join us now and soar with us in our Eagles community at theeaglesacademy.com. I can't wait to see your face in our digital space. Yes, yes, y'all. And we don't stop. Family, heed to these resources that you've heard. Yeah, check them all out. Heed to these resources that you've heard. Let's get back to the word. We're talking about transformed thinking. How to break mental glass ceilings. You know, the problem with a mental glass ceiling is the fact that I can see my vision, I can see my future, I can see my opportunity, but I can't seize it because I have an invisible barrier that is blocking me and that is stopping me, stifling me, and keeping me stagnant. And here's the thing. The barrier is internal. Why? Because the greatest enemy is oftentimes the inner me. And what I have to do is I have to be transformed by the renewing of my mind. You are not transformed by the renewing of your lease. You are not transformed by the renewing of your marital vows. And yes, we're happy for that. But hear me, the most powerful thing is this. You are transformed by the renewing of your mind. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus. I have to make sure that I occupy my mind with thoughts of peace, thoughts of power, thoughts of provision, thoughts of protection, thoughts of production, thoughts of progression. I got to occupy. Come on, family, type occupy, 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 occupy the block, occupy the home, occupy the school, occupy the business, occupy the church, occupy the center, occupy. 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 Even in scripture, occupy till he comes means to engage in business. Here's what we have to be. We have to be disruptive thinkers. We need to think leadership. We need to think ownership. Why? Because next level disruptive thinking, next level transformed thinking is about more than you just prophesying to the future. Transformed thinking is about more than you just prophesying to the future. Here's what it is. It's about you provoking the future. I'm not just praying, I'm positioning. I'm not just praying, I'm working. I'm not just praying, I'm not just prophesying. I'm provoking while I'm doing it. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works won't work. I have to not just be moving into a place of prophesying. I have to move into a place of provoking. I have to let my faith and my feet connect. Come on, family. Family, just type work your faith. Come on, family. Type work your faith. Come on, put it into motion. Make it do what it do. Manifest it. Make it impactful. Make it powerful. But here's what I have to do. I got to get out of just my emotions. I got to get out of the place of stinking thinking that keeps me sulking and sinking. I have to take my mind to a greater level to think more and to think before. Why? Because I have an open door of opportunity, an open door of power, an open door of peace, an open door of protection, an open door of provision. Too many of us, we're crying, we're moping, we're hoping. And here's what you got to get to the place of. Listen, I don't hate the game. I just changed the rules. And I'm not going to play by the rules of other people. I'm going to shift my focus to another dimension. And see, that's why you need a coach in your life. Why is that? Don't matter how great you are. No matter how athletic you are. Doesn't matter how intelligent you are. Coaches see what you can't and they address what you miss. This is why you need a coach. This is why you need to be a part of an amazing transformative community that transforms your thinking. What am I talking about? The Eagles community? The Eagles Academy? I want to be your coach. I want to show you and empower you how to soar into greater success and into greater purpose. I want you to join me as we develop your emotional intelligence, as we develop your spiritual gifts, as we cause you and show you how to be decisive, how to discover, how to develop, and then we deploy you into your gifting. Sharpening your mindset, your skill set, your tool set to be an asset in any particular environment. Giving you the strategies, the structure, and the solutions and the systems to take your vision to another dimension. Through ideas, through impact, and through influence. Go right now. TheEaglesAcademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button. I want you to fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. TheEaglesAcademy.com. 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 Coaches see what you can't, and they address what you miss. What you can't do is you just can't sit still. You cannot just sit still and let the world pass you by. Family, y'all tracking? Y'all following me? Come on, family, type go. Type go. Type go. Go. On your mark, get set, go. Hit the thumbs up button on this video for show. Hit the thumbs up button on this video, family. Having a super conversation, drop a super chat, drop a super sticker. You're watching us on Facebook, come on, share some Facebook stars, send some Facebook stars. You cannot just sit still and let the world pass you by. Why? Because we are in a season of innovation. We are in a season of transformative communication. Transform thinking. I need you to hear me. It requires focused attention and strategic intention. Ooh. Come on, family, type it. Type attention. Type focused attention. Don't just put attention. Focused attention. Yeah, because many times our attention is everywhere. Most expensive real estate is that which is in your mind. Everybody got your attention, and you have no intention. Focused attention. Type that. Type strategic intention. I got to have focused attention and strategic intention. Why is that? Because we are living in a hyper-connected world. Biotech, nanotech, virtual reality, artificial intelligence, VR, AI, nanotechnology, biotechnology. The world is moving rapidly. And here's the thing. If we don't evolve, we won't be involved. We have to evolve in our level of thinking. We have to hone and craft and think bigger than our boulevard, our block, our background. Those particular invisible barriers. Got to think bigger than that. Got to think bigger than our bank account. Why? Because if your dream is affordable, you're not dreaming big enough. Next level thinking. Transformed thinking. Barrier breaking mentality. Thinking is anchored in the desire for more. It's not about you settling for mediocrity, but it's about you striving for greatness in everything that you do. It's not about you just reaching a goal and then just stopping. It's about you consistently pushing beyond your previous best. Family, just type it. Beat your best. Come on, type that. Beat your best. Why? Because the greatest competition is not you versus anybody else. The greatest competition is you versus you. It is me versus me. It is about you challenging the status quo. It is about you rising to ascend to a greater level of higher heights and deeper depths, going to the stratosphere of greater success. It is you choosing not to die while you are still alive. Why? Because you're born looking like your parents, but you live or you die looking like your decisions. Here's what transformed thinking is about. It is about you being open to new ideas. A closed mind never opens the door to new opportunities. A mind stretched by new ideas, according to Oliver Wendell Holmes, never returns to its original dimension. I got to stretch the elasticity of my thinking. I have to stretch the elasticity of my imagination. I have to relentlessly pursue improvement. I have to relentlessly and dogmatically pursue innovation. It is always crying for more. Innovation is crying for more. Improvement is crying for more. In your heart of hearts, in the deep depth of your spirit, it is crying for more. You have to refuse to plateau. It is you willing to be uncomfortable. Got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Got to be uncomfortable with being comfortable. Got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Got to be uncomfortable being comfortable. Thoughts become things. Yeah, thoughts become things so much so that the scripture says this, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Whatever I'm thinking, I'm becoming. Whatever I'm thinking, I'm attracting. Whatever I'm thinking, I'm moving in that particular direction. Why would you stay the same in a world that continually and consistently and constantly evolves? Because hear me, the pursuit of greatness is not merely an option. The pursuit of greatness is not merely a luxury. The pursuit of greatness is a necessity. You gotta, when your feet hit the floor in the morning, you're giving God praise, you're giving God thanks. Hell is beginning to tremble and shake because you woke up. You got to get to the places where you say, listen, what can I do today to be greater? What can I do today to make my impact greater? What can I do today to be great? Do you understand this? Today, right now, is the youngest that you'll ever be. Woo! What do I mean by that? It's the youngest that you will ever be, but you keep saying, well, I'll just wait on it. I'll just wait on it. And you know, I got time. The time is right now. You got to adopt a now mentality. Come on, family, type now. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Moving from good to great must be your obsession. Because here's the thing, you're either going to be average or you're going to be obsessed. It's no in between, family. Well, you just work too hard. You just working too hard and da 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 da. I'm obsessed with my purpose. And here's the thing, ain't nobody gonna talk me down from the ledge. Why? Because I'm an entrepreneur. And an entrepreneur is one who jumps off a cliff and builds a plane on the way down without a parachute. It's a lot of risk and reward. But there is no reward unless you take the risk, the calculated risk. Hear me. An assignment can have an expiration date. But when you have a mandate, you have no expiration date on what it is that God told you to do. Because as long as you have a pulse, you have a purpose. And many of us are faithful to what God is no longer in. Can you trust God for closure? Can you trust him to walk away? Because the most dangerous place for you to be in life, most dangerous place for you to be in life is not when you're walking on water, but when you're staying in the boat. Most dangerous place to be is where God used to be and not be where he currently is. Do you hear me? Most dangerous place to be is where God used to be and not be where he currently is. God is like, I moved. Why didn't you? Without the vision, without a vision, the people perish. But here's the thing. With a vision, the people flourish. Without a vision, the people perish. But with a vision, the people flourish. Come on, family, type vision. Vision. Why? Because the vision God gave me is bigger than me. The vision God gave me is bigger than what I've been through. The vision God gave me is bigger than who I hang around. I don't have the money. I don't have the notoriety. I don't have the title. I don't have the connection. I don't have the hookup. Holla if you hear me. But all I have is faith. All I got is faith. I got the faith the size of a mustard seed. I got the faith to think bigger. I have the faith to see beyond what I see, to transform my reality. I have the faith that now connects me to a place of transformed thinking, to break glass ceilings. Got the faith the size of a mustard seed and is good enough to move the mountains in your life. It's good enough to move the mountains in your life. The master called you to move the mountains in your life. Speak to the mountains in your life. Why? Because you are a masterpiece. We are God's workmanship, created unto good works. What does that mean? That means I'm a masterpiece. I'm a masterpiece because I'm a piece of the master. Are you hearing me? You are a masterpiece because you are a piece of the master. And what I want you to do is I want you to adjust your vision. I want you to transform your thinking. Come on, family. I want you to get a picture of your future. Get a picture of your future. Family, type visualize. Visualize. Visualize the vision. Visualize the big opportunity. Visualize the open door. Visualize the marriage. Visualize the ministry. Visualize the purpose. Visualize the book. Visualize the business. Visualize. Visualize. Strategize. Mobilize. Optimize. I want you to see yourself investing in real estate. I want you to see yourself not just on Main Street, but on Wall Street. I want you to see yourself in Fortune 500 boardrooms. Come on, family. I want you to stretch the elasticity of your thinking. I want you to see yourself in a different tax bracket. I want you to see yourself maneuvering through life as a business maverick. I want you to see yourself as not just an influencer, but an industry leader. Come on, family. Can you see it? Come on, family. Can you see it? If you can see it, just type I see it. I want you to see yourself as an empowered entrepreneur. I want you to see yourself as an innovative intrapreneur. I want you to see yourself owning multiple real estate properties. I want you to see it. You have to see it before you see it. Because if you can see it before you see it, you will seize it. And why am I telling you that, family? Because this is your season of seizing. This is your season for seizing. You're not just an entrepreneur. You're not just an intrapreneur. You are a kingdompreneur. What does that mean? You are doing ministry in the marketplace to advance the kingdom of God. Why? Because you're a strategic thinker. You're a transformed thinker. You're a mobilized thinker. You're a more and before type of thinker. You're an expansive thinker. You're a thinker that stretches the elasticity of people's imagination. You're imaginative, innovative, trend-setting, creative, producing type of thinker. And guess what? That type of thinker breaks any glass ceiling. They break every chain. And I hear the chains falling. I hear the glass breaking. You're now ascending higher. Come on, family, type higher. You're going where nobody's ever gone before to do what nobody's ever done before. That's a transformed thinker right there. Nobody in your family ever did it, but you're going to do it. Nobody in your family ever became a millionaire, but you're going to be one. Getting ready to do what's never been done before and go where no one has ever gone before. Family, I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. I want you to sow into the place of your transformed thinking. Yeah, I want you to do that. Sow into your transformed thinking right now. Breaking glass ceilings. Transformed thinking. Breaking glass ceilings. You can sow via super chat, super sticker. Yeah, you can sow even on Facebook by sending Facebook stars. Only when it is darkest can you see the stars. Could it possibly be that it's dark all around you because God sent you to be the light? Shoot for the moon. Just might land among the stars. Super chat, super sticker. It's been a super conversation. Come on, family. Support. Sow into this word that you've heard. It's not a debt that you owe. It is a seed that you sow. I want you to sow where you grow. I want you to sow where you soar. Because here you do grow. Here you do soar. You can give electronically. Cash App, $Access Identity. PayPal. Zelle, EddieConnorJr, gmail.com. The links are in the chat for where to give and how to give. The links are in the description of this video as well for where to give and how to give. And as you're sowing your seed, I want you to name your seed. It's not as a debt that you owe. It is a seed that you sow. Name your seed as you're sowing your seed. And I'm joining my faith to yours that God does 30, 60, 100 fold. That He also does exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or think. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you for your super stickers. Thank you so much for the Facebook stars. Thank you for sowing electronically as well. Family, if you're not a member of our Eagles community, I highly, highly encourage you to become a member. One of the greatest gifts that a teacher can give you is speed. They boil down and bring to the granular level what they learned in decades and give it to you in days. Coaches see what you can't. They address what you miss. And in order to do that, you need strategy, structure, solutions, and systems to take your vision to another dimension. You have to be aware of what you're not aware of. Many of us don't know what we don't know. We have to identify issues. But in order to do that, we can't fix what we can't find. Let me take you to a place within yourself that you can't go by yourself. And you'll see your gifts. You'll see the self-development. You'll see the emotional intelligence. You'll see all of the spiritual gifts of what it is that you have. The things that have been dormant in your life are going to be awakened in our community. Family, drop some eagle emojis in the chat. I want you to go. I want you to soar with us. I want to boldly say that I want to be your coach. I want to boldly say that I want to welcome you in with open wings of love into our Eagles community. Yeah. Want to reshape your imagination. Want you to rethink life from a different lens. Sharpen your business acumen. Maximize your skill set, your tool set to be an asset in any particular environment in the marketplace because you have a mandate. Join us as we learn, as we lead, as we laugh, and as we love on a greater level. Aspire higher with us. Get your wings to win. Go right now to the EaglesAcademy.com. TheEaglesAcademy.com, TheEaglesAcademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button. Fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. Family, did you enjoy this session? Did you get something from it? Did this transform your thinking? Did this light the cauldron on your mentality and your capacity to focus with urgency? I sure hope so. Let me know. Let me know. This is our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains. Family, in the mix. It's out of time. But trust me, we are not out of truth. And so I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. And we do that each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for In the Mix. Yes. Right here on the YouTube side. And while you're here on the YouTube side, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Come on, hit the thumbs up button on this video, family. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. I'm growing your greatness. Help you to grow our channel. Subscribe to the channel. And then also get a badge. Come on. VIP, OQP, royalty, any of those tiers there. All you have to do is just tap the join button on this YouTube channel and get access to our Connor's Corner content. A lot of coaching, a lot of empowering, a lot of behind the scenes, up close and personal insight and information that I'm not going to give you on social media. It's not going to also be here just on the YouTube area that everybody has access to. Membership has its privileges. Get access to exclusive content. Tap the join button. Choose a badge. It's going to be all that and more. We mix it up right here on the YouTube side, but also on our sister satellite stations on social media. Speaking of social media, follow me on social media. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop at EddieConnorJr. Come on, family, put some respect on my name. EddieConnorJr. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, please reach out to me. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker, you don't have to look any further. I'm the man for the job. Invite me to speak. At your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your college, your session. Let's go all the way up. Let's make progression. You can invite me. I will be glad and honored to empower you. Email me to invite me. info@EddieConnor.com. Yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother. And I mean that from another mother. Family has been fun, but you know a brother got to run. So I want to thank you for rocking with me, riding with me, and rolling with me, because you know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. But I want to thank you for being a part of this and being on this journey with us. Don't forget, as a transformed thinker who breaks glass ceilings, to remember to keep the faith and believe. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be better. It's going to be brighter. Peace and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. Family, listen and lean in. Don't you think it's time to grow your greatness? No, seriously, it's just us talking. If you intend to soar, you need to visit theeaglesacademy.com/store. Why? Because I want you to join my mailing list. I want you to get all the solutions, the strategies, and the systems to write that best-selling book. You know it's in you. You know it's your time. Time to cultivate your communication skills. Develop, learn the art of communication. So much more. Visit theeaglesacademy.com/store so you can soar.